All right. Yeah.
Join me today as we explore the 4 popular frameworks that many men follow to gain the approval and praise of women. These structures, including the nice guy, the materialist, the player, and the shining star, may seem satisfying, but their addiction to feminine praise can lead to a lack of direction in life. Instead of relying on external validation, why not pursue your own passions and desires to find true happiness and fulfillment? Let's break away from these traditional frameworks and discover a new way. One that truly motivates us as individuals.
Be water, my friend.
When you were young, your parents and friends gave you a framework of the world. You knew your role of going to school, of escorting a girl to the prom, doing your chores, doing your work, and so on. After school, you are cast out into the world. What structure should you have? It's quite obvious, isn't it? Around 98% of males and probably 99.5% of females look for an external voice for structure. Females follow their mother. And if they have no maternal figure in their lives, they adopt what society tells them, or more likely, they let the media tell them what to think. Almost always, the males hear an external voice, in our modern society that's usually from a woman, and adopt a female structure. So, how do you measure yourself? That is the million-dollar question. Nice guys measure themselves based on their degree of chivalry. I am such a great guy, I am so nice to her. It is absolute bliss to them. They wish only to be even nicer to women than they are right now.
I'm back, my love.
Where'd you run off to, huh?
I went to make a garland of beach plums to place atop your glorious head like a crown.
Materialists gauge their masculinity based on their paycheck. Look at me, says the salesman, while he is working god-awful shifts. I am making so much money. Whomever is making less money than the materialist is an idiot, in his mind. If someone is making more money than him, then this person will be treated as a demigod. The seducer/player types determine their masculinity based on how many girls they can sleep with. They demand proof and reports of conquests from everyone.
Speaking of miraculous, I'm Elliot Richards. How do you do?
And then there are shining stars. They are the type of people who want to be socially superior to others. They start off in life as snitches. But they nevertheless end up going into journalism, law, or running for political office. Not because they want to, but because they measure themselves based on how other people see them. These people have some fame but nothing lasting. Many irrelevant rock stars, actors, and artists fit in this condition. They never become truly outstanding at their field. Their success is short-lived. Another reason for their fame is because they fall, as shining stars are meant to do. So now I have to ask you, what do these 4 categories have in common?
I don't know.
They're all structures meant to create addiction to feminine praise. But Poppy, what are you talking about? In a woman's life, she will go through all 4 of these types, as all 4 serve her purposes. The nice guy is easily exploited by her and the rest of society.
I never wipe my tears away. I'm not ashamed of them.
Materialists give her the gifts and things she thinks she needs.
Tengo tanto dinero que no se acabaría en 3 vidas enteras.
Shining stars give her the illusion of success by just being with someone famous.
Oh, I've read all his books. He's brilliant.
And players are for the mutual masturbation part of life.
Most of the screaming takes place in the bedroom.
All these guys profess they are happy, that they are the only ones living the true life, and all others are living a life of shame. They might think they are happy, but it's just an illusion. Their happiness is that of an addict when he gets his fix. Their addiction is to feminine praise. When it is not there, these males become depressed. Do you see it now? The 4 frameworks are simply means of getting feminine praise, in some form or another. I have gone through 3 of the 4 structures. Which ones have you gone through? Write it in the comments. I can tell you that each one gave me pain and pleasure. The pleasure, of course, was pleasing women. Every time I realized I could gain more feminine praise, I would switch from one to the next. But Poppy, isn't the objective to get sex rather than praise?
No.
Then explain to me why the never laid nice guy will A. Not just visit a prostitute, and B. Not sleep with easy girls. It's because the objective is not sex, it is feminine praise. And mind you, the beginnings of our female-centered life structures can be traced back to the European Age of Enlightenment in the 17th and 18th century. Don't worry, I won't bore you with the details. Just know this. In modern times we are all blind to this idea. Because most of us have never been told anything different. My ideas don't just come from everyday observations and experience, but also from reading lots of literature and looking at the failures of others. So, what is failure for you? I hear you asking. Well, all 4 personalities differ on it. But I would define failure as betraying your soul, as living someone else's dream, and having no direction in life. If that is failure, what is success? It is love. Not love for a valiant relationship as it would be for the nice guy. Not love for getting laid. Not love for money. And not love for glory. It is the genuine love for life. Find what you love and direct your passions to it. You will know you have found the right mate. Not because you two have the same hobbies, but because you both love the direction you, and her, are going in life. If you want to live your life working for money, or being nice to women, or getting laid, or being praised by society, then don't be afraid to go ahead. Life is an experiment. Of course, I could be wrong. But I am not wrong about myself. I hope you do not choose a path that is wrong for you and your soul. When it is wrong, you will know. What if we create our own framework, completely independent of feminine praise? What if we follow our dreams instead of women's or society's dreams? What if the truly smart ones were not those who read lots of books, but those who could read their own heart and soul? You are the focus of your world, not the women. Instead of pissing away your youth trying to please others, why not invest that time in yourself? I know, such a radical concept. How dare you speak blasphemy to our female goddesses to which the youth sacrifice their lives? Get ready for another radical concept. Sex does not make you unique. How many men think they are the glory of the world because of sex? Live the life you want. A life that you are proud of. The materialist is held up as a model for society, because he wastes his life in a soul-destroying job. The nice guy discovers great love and throws himself at the girl, putting her on the pedestal, as she becomes his new goddess. The shining star wants to enchant the gossipers, be it YouTube, television or some podcast. He wants loud titles to hide that he is no true man, no matter his scripted appearances. The player has a life full of notches on his bedpost. But then what? All 4 are addicted because they flood your body with stimulants. What is a nice guy's addiction of love but a stimulant? Why don't you just ram a needle in your arm? It would certainly involve less effort. Sexuality is rapidly becoming a political and cultural problem, if you know what I mean. Thank you for tuning in again.
Spears shall be shaken! Shields shall be splintered! A sword day! A red day! And the sun rises!
Till next time. Stay classy.